New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Prayer with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, for just one reason. And that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we need to make sure that you know we know. For instance, there is no such thing as a silly prayer. Nothing could be too small or too big to pray about. Nothing could ever exist that was too small or too big to pray about. Right on the heels of that comes, there's a pretty good chance, I'd call it a high probability, that your prayer request is not going to come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not to worry. We got you covered. We have a special email address. It's, let me get it in here. It's prayer@ntmedia.org. It's available 24/7, 365. And its entire purpose for existence is so that whenever that prayer request pops into your head or your heart, you can shoot us an email and let it go because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of all of the people who find our website, ntmedia.org, locate that lovely little donate button and click on it. This gives us the power to expand the reach of New Thought Media Network literally across the globe, to extend the teachings of New Thought literally across the globe. And one of the reasons that we do that is because spirituality is the key to everything. And the only way we can extend that is through our teaching. So we're going to start today. Well, no, I'm going to start with what we offer here are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we don't beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works, because we understand that that really is a waste of time. There is only one reason for prayer, one. And that reason is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. So not only do we pray affirmative prayers, but we pray them in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart. Hear the words that are spoken as if they were rising up in your own consciousness. Let the words become your words, let the prayers become your prayers, and then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So we will start today, as we always do, with a reading. This time we're starting with my favorite poem of all time, and I love poetry, but this is my favorite, and it appears on the first page of every single edition of the Science of Mind. It's called Peace Be Unto Thee, Stranger. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome in my home. There is room in my house for all. I have swept the hearth and lighted the fire. The room is warm and cheerful, and you will find comfort and rest within. The table is laid, and the fruits of life are spread before thee. The wine is here also, and it sparkles in the light. I have set a chair for you where the sunbeams dance through the shade. Sit and rest and refresh your soul. Eat of the fruit and drink the wine. All is yours, and you are welcome. How could you not have a great day if you start with that? So let's take it into prayer. I'm going to invite you to just relax and let your chair support you. Trust your chair to do that. Let all of your attention be focused on hearing the words that are spoken, recognizing the truth of the words, the power that's embodied in them, and the love that they represent. And realize that the power and the love are yours. There is only one presence and one power, one mind and one life, and it is all God, infinite, unlimited, perfect, and whole. Life is unified and harmonic. It is an intelligent system of cause and effect. It cannot be antagonistic towards itself, and there is no other to oppose it. I am completely immersed in this life, totally one with the mind of God, animated by the life of God. All that God is, I am. Every attribute of God is a part of me. I am whole and perfect because God is whole and perfect. The one life that is God's life is my life. It always has been. It always will be. And every part of me is part of God. So every part of me is made of love. Every part of me pulses with life. Every part of me glows with the grace of God. I know this is absolute truth with a capital T, and that truth applies to every person, place, or thing I encounter. I am constantly, consciously aware of the presence of God in me, around me, and as me, and as everyone I meet, in every event I experience. Love informs my every decision. So seeking and recognizing the divine in every interaction is my natural response to any perceived challenge or conflict, blessing or gift. I live from a heart of compassion that holds every creation tenderly, that nurtures every being, starting with myself. I am so grateful to know this truth, to feel this connection to everything that exists, and to be the point where God gives the gift I was created to express. With the absolute certainty that divine law must fulfill my word, I release it now. It is done. So it is, so I let it be, so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope this has been the perfect way to start your Thursday. And I also hope that you will come back again and again and again. Hey, Garrett, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have almost 40 hours of programming every week. There's something for everyone. And if by some chance there's something that you think would be a wonderful addition to our schedule that isn't there, we have that covered too, because we have another email address for you. info@mtmedia.org. This one exists strictly so that you can transfer to us the ideas that came to you instead of us. Do not concern yourself that 6 other people may have sent us that same idea, because I guarantee, I absolutely will give it to you in writing, I guarantee that we would much prefer to have 7 different people send us exactly the same idea that none of us got, than to have 7 different people receive that idea and none of them send it to us. If you have the idea, send it. You have it for us. And look at all of the other things we have. I'm going to show you our schedule because there's this really, really cool thing. That is that on Sundays, we have 6 different centers that live stream their messages to New Thought Media. And 3 more that record it for later broadcast because there's already somebody broadcasting when they're recording. I love that there's not quite enough of us to go around yet, but there will be. There will be. And right after, we have programs for everybody. You know, we have music, we have lectures, we have interviews, we have courses, we have, and now the good news, which of course you will never find on CBS, ABC, NBC, or Fox. We also have, immediately after this broadcast, the very best way to start every day of your life. It's called The Morning Sip with Reverend Melissa. I mean, look at that face. Who could see that smile and not have a fabulous day? I guarantee you, you will never regret The Morning Sip. And on Tuesdays around lunchtime, if you're not busy, I have a program. It's called Global Focus Today. There it is. It's on at 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Mountain, noon Central, and 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And it's an interview program where I interview focus ministers. Now, you might wonder what a focus minister is. It is a minister who does not have a brick and mortar pulpit and a congregation. Instead, we have, yes, I am a focus minister. We have a special focus for our ministry. Mine is education. But I know that, and you might wonder why we have focus ministers. We have focus ministers because spirituality, like everything else created by God, is constantly expanding, evolving, changing, and growing. And what that means in practical terms is that there are as many valid spiritual paths on this planet as there are people on this planet. And so in order to support that spiritual growth, we have to be versatile. Therefore, focus ministers are born. And I interview them because they're all different. Every one of them does something different. I have focus ministers who are musicians, and their music makes me cry. And then when I stop crying, I say, I never thought of it quite like that. I have focus ministers whose ministry is comedy. I mean, they make you laugh until tears roll down your face. And then you say, I never thought of it quite like that before. I have ministers who only do work with children or with animals or with the people who are incarcerated. I have one minister who only does memorial services. There's something for everybody in focus ministry. And I'm determined to get every single one of them on my show because I want people to know what's available to them. So if you have a little time at lunchtime on Tuesday, stop by. The best part for me is that I have never failed to learn something I didn't already know. My guests all know that I think a day is wasted if I hadn't learned anything. So they save up little tidbits to share with me when they come on. And I get a kick out of it, and they get a kick out of it. And you will too if you join us, so I hope you will. In the meantime, have the best Thursday ever. Have the best weekend ever. And I hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.